Good morning, folks. Now, why is it slow? There could be many reasons. Now, some people just go to the hardware engineer or the computer repairer, and the computer repairer just, if you are not aware, they can misuse you. So that's the reason this video is being presented. I will show you some tricks through which you can improve the performance of your computer. So what are the issues? Why would a computer be slow? Now, the reasons a computer can be slow is faulty. There are what you call bad sector errors, bad sectors. There are bad sectors in the hard disk. Now, this happens because of wear and tear of the hard disk. After some time, there are some faults in the blocks in the hard disk. So that's the reason the performance of your application is slow. The computer is slow. That's the reason the computer is slow. Second reason could be your hard disk is filled and there's no space in the hard disk. And there can be many other reasons. So that's what we are going to identify. What is the problem of the computer? Is it a hard disk problem or is it a software problem? Now, when it is a software problem, it could be attacked by a virus. The computer can be attacked by a virus, malware, or something else is happening in your computer. Some program is taking a lot of memory and a lot of hard disk activities are happening, and that is impacting the speed of your PC computer. Third is the hardware issues. Now, you can even improve the performance of your computer by increasing the RAM, that is the memory of the computer. Any activity which happens in the memory is 1000 times faster than any activity which happens in the hard disk. Or you might have a better CPU, you might upgrade for a better CPU. So right now we will focus on these two things, the hard disk issue and the software methods to improve the performance of the computer. So let's do one thing. Suppose I want to consume, suppose my machine is running slow and I need to know, I know my computer is a very high-end computer, very powerful computer, but still my computer is running slow. How do I identify the problem? What I'll do is, I'll show you one trick called Task Manager. I'll go to the Task Manager. This is called the Task Manager. You can press Ctrl Alt Del and you can go to this thing called the Task Manager. In Task Manager, if you click on this Process tab, it shows you which program is consuming the most amount of memory. So for example, here Chrome, some programs are running on Chrome. What are the programs running on the computer? It's just showing you within seconds. Next is the Performance tab. If you see the Performance tab, you can see how the CPU is being utilized. So suppose if the CPU is this graph, you see it's for 15%, it can be 90% in your computer. Why? Because a lot of programs are running on your computer. Memory, see the RAM in my computer is only 2 GB. Okay, and my computer is running smooth still. The RAM being consumed is high here. So now we will try to identify which programs are creating the issue. So what I can do is I can click on this tab called Resource Monitor. You can see this button called the Resource Monitor. I click on it. Once when I click on it, you can click on Disk, okay, and it just shows me which program is doing a lot of read activity and write activity on my hard disk. You can see this here. There's a program of Oracle database which is doing read activity and write activity on my disk. You're getting it. So this is one way through which you can know what's happening on your computer, what program is doing what activity on your computer. Next one is we need to check our hard disk for bad sectors. Now, I had mentioned to you your hard disk, as time goes by, it loses its magnetic power and then there can be bad sectors on your hard disk. To do that, what you will do is you will go into DOS prompt, see like this command, go in command prompt, run in as an administrator. Okay, now if I type check disk C:, it will fire the check disk command. So what it will do is it will look for bad sectors in my hard disk. If there are any, it will report it, And then there is a command called scandisk/repair, which will repair the bad sectors on your computer. Okay, so right now this process is going on. Next, what we'll do is we need to check our computer hard disk space. So how do we do that? See, for example, if I click here, I go to this Explorer, I can see the C drive and the D drive. I do a right click on the C drive, I click on properties. What does it show? Let's see what it shows. It shows that around 4 GB space is free. So this is not a good indication, and we need good space in the computer. We needed the hard disk space to be at least 20% free. That will improve the performance of the computer. How do we increase the space? First is I can do a disk cleanup. Click on this disk cleanup tab and remove unnecessary programs from the computer. Or what I can do is, better is, I can use a program called CC Cleaner. So what you do is go into say Google and go and download this program called CC Cleaner. You can use this program to clean your browser, etc. So CC Cleaner, you can download this program called CC Cleaner, and it's a PC cleaner tool. You can use this. For example, my PC too has CC Cleaner here. You see, after you install it, it's visible here. I just do a double click so that it opens. See, it's showing this. This is after I ran the disk cleanup. It shows me how much is the disk cleanup utility. Okay, and this is the CC Cleaner program. It's loading its data. It's loading its window. Okay, and what I do is I just click on Analyze and then run the cleaner. So what it will do is it will clean my browser, my system tools, my Windows registry settings, and then you will observe that your computer is running faster. You click on registry, it will show you issues on your registry and it will fix up the registries. Okay, so there are two things, one is Cleaner and the other is registry. These are the two things which this program called CC Cleaner does. So this is one of the program I use to improve the computer performance. After running all the programs like antivirus programs and removing all the unnecessary programs, what you can do is you can go to Start, go to all programs, go to accessories and run this program called Disk Defragmenter. You can see here there's a program called Disk Defragmenter. So wait a second, I'll just show you how it looks like. Disk defrag. Yeah, you can see here that the program is called Disk Defragmenter. You can see that. So you can run this program on your hard disk. After removing all the viruses in the computer, all the malwares in your computer, all the unnecessary programs from your computer, you can run this program called Disk Defragmenter. I'll explain to you now what does Disk Defragmenter do. Okay, this is Disk Defragmenter. It's saying how much is fragmented, everything. What I'll do is first is analyze this disk. Suppose I'm going to disk defragment. Is this disk D drive fragmented? That's what I'm trying to find out. So first is I'll click on analyze the disk. So it will show how much fragmented this disk is. So if it is fragmented, it's not good for the speed of the computer, which means the data of the computer is not lying nearby, side by side. And so this analyzing the data, and then you will run, after this is done, after the analysis is done, you will run Disk Defragmenter. Next is the software. Software way is, let's say your computer is infected by viruses and malware. what will you do? So let's see some of the best ways of removing viruses and malware from your computer. You can remove it using trial edition of Norton antivirus or Kaspersky, and then go for a paid edition. Okay, but remember one thing, you're going to use only one antivirus program. You can't use two antivirus programs. Second point is, how do you remove a malware? What is a malware? Malware is a program which is not a virus. So sometimes an antivirus program won't detect the malware. So there are some specific programs which can detect malware. So these malwares slow down the speed of your computer. For example, here Super Antivirus. This is a program which detects malware. So for example, let me show you how this program can be downloaded. Super Anti-Spyware. So you can go to Super Anti-Spyware. This is the site superantispyware.com. Download Super Anti-Spyware, and believe me, it will detect a lot of malwares on your computer if it has malwares. Okay, you can download the free edition. That itself will detect a lot of viruses and malwares on your computer, and you need to remove those malware. Once when you remove those malware, your computer are going to run smoothly. Next thing is, other things are like, say still there are malwares on your computer, then you will have to go into sites like Bleeping Computer. They have different tools for removing malwares and techniques. So this site is specialized in removing malwares. So that's the reason I'm showing you. So they have much more better programs for removing what you call malwares. Now, they also have information related to how to secure your PC and everything. Next is, let's understand how. Yeah, next other thing is your browser. You see, this is an example of your browser. This is a Chrome browser I'm using, and your browser can get impacted by viruses or something. So after you run malwares, anti-malware programs like Super Anti-Spyware, everything, what you can do is later is you might have to reinstall your browser, or you can even do the following simple trick. You just need to go here, go to settings. You see this? Go to settings, click on this tab here. It will show you the menu here. Click on advanced tab, click on reset. Now this, what it will do is it will clear your cache and clear all the unnecessary programs on this browser. You see, if I click on reset, that's what would happen. Okay, if I click on reset, that's what would happen. It will clear all the unnecessary programs, all the unnecessary cookies which are inside this browser. Cookies are files which get loaded in your hard disk, and so that whichever site you go, it can load faster. But what happens is sometimes viruses too get loaded on your browser through these cookies, and this can decrease the speed of your computer. So sometimes you might have to do a browser reset. Another program I needed to mention to you was about Belark Advisor. This is a beautiful program which you can use to detect what is running on your computer, to audit your PC. So what you do is, first is I'll go to Google. I'll just find this program called Belark Advisor. Okay, you see, observe here, this is the Belark Advisor program. Go in here and download this program. What it will do is, once when you download it and run a scan, what is it going to do is, it will give you a report this manner. It will show you what is installed, what operating system you are using, what is the state of your hardware. Suppose your hardware engineer tells you got it 1 GB RAM or 2 GB RAM or 10 GB RAM, but in reality it's only 2 GB, so it would be visible out here. What is the processor state, what are the other programs running on your computer. You see here on the right side, it's showing you what are the other programs running on the computer. So it gives you all the information about the computer. And looking at this, if there are some hidden programs running on your computer, it will show you here, Belark Advisor. So remember this program name called Belark Advisor. Now the reason I made this presentation is, if you are a simple user anywhere in the globe, not only for my magazine CRM customers, anywhere in the globe, the moment you see this video, you will know how to protect yourself or how to save your computer, how to improve the performance of your computer without going to a hardware engineer and spending big bucks. Right? Thank you for this, and that's it from Magazine CRM. Cheers and regard.